I'm very excited to be chatting with the captain of the Chennai Super Kings, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ritu, hi, welcome to the
Hello.
show. It's been a few days for you to process this entire season, but let me just take you down memory lane. We were initially very surprised, pleasantly surprised in the captain shoot when you walked in.
Yeah.
We were still not sure if you were going to be the captain of the Chennai Super Kings, but
Yeah.
you knew early on.
Yeah.
When was the first time you received a hint from the franchise, and when did you know for sure? Tell me the story.
So I would say a week before the start of the tournament, that's when he came up to me and he said, no, I'm not leading this year. You are the one who will be taking over, and just be ready for it. I've not told anyone. Make sure you don't. Just keep it between you, we two. And then after that, after 2-3 days, I think Flem came up to me, and even Maibek came up to me and he said, that's it. You are taking over from the first game. And I was like, from first game, are you sure? It's just 3 to 4 days to go. So actually, everyone, that meeting day, obviously I went, 2-3 people from the BCCI team, they were asking that, is it you have come for him or is it that you have taken over? So obviously, they got to know later as they announced, CSK announced as well. I would say definitely I didn't got that much time to sink in that feeling. And once I started playing, then obviously after the third, fourth game, that's when I was able to be in that role. Definitely goosebumps feeling for me every time, but obviously a proud and grateful feeling as well.
Beautiful to hear that. How is it to walk into Chepauk for the very first time as the captain of the Chennai Super Kings, going in for your first ever toss?
Thankfully, it was a long walk around the boundary line for the opening ceremony, obviously. I would say very fortunate to have Faf at the other end, because all the way around, it was just, we were just chatting around, the past years, whatever we had together, and, it just kind of relieved me, it just kind of calmed me down. Otherwise, I was quite nervous. So obviously, it was, nightmare to start the walk. A lot of huge crowd, huge atmosphere, and to have Faf there was a great moment.
You know, you said that in another interview, you had said that you sort of had an inkling that you may be asked to lead the franchise a couple of years before there was a conversation between you and MSD. So in that time, did you shadow him and watch him closely, just in terms of how he captained the team and the kind of changes he brought in?
Well, definitely. Last year, I think, as I spoke somewhere, after every game, me and Flem used to discuss about how the things went in particular game, what things he did at crunch moments, and what things I would have done or would have done differently or samely, So mostly, the ideas and the game reading, the game awareness was in one direction. And definitely, I think that would have helped him and, Maiba as well, knowing that, I'm reading the game, I'm always aware of the game situations. That's what I feel you always want to be. And I think last year, almost every game I was thinking, what changes I would make, what bowling changes I would make if I'm there. So I'm really happy that I took control of the first game of the captain and not really asked for suggestions to him. And that's the one thing, I always wanted to start off with, and have that one thing where I would take my own decisions and I would own them.
And I'm sure he encouraged that as well,
Definitely.
right? He probably said, you should take the
he
charge.
definitely said one thing, whatever you do, it's your own decisions, it's your own responsibility to take care after everything. So I'm not going to interfere in anything. Just the field angles, if I think that, somewhere it's slightly 50-50, I will definitely help in that. He also mentioned that make sure that it's not a compulsion that if I tell you something, you have to follow that. You can still take up your own decisions.
So that's just MSD for you,
MSD.
right? It's what you will expect him to say to you. But when you have him standing there behind the wickets and you make a particular change, maybe a field placement or a rotation of a particular bowler that you want to bring in, is there a look that you give him for a certain validation? Has that happened so far?
Of course it happens. Not about the bowling change, but definitely for a fielding angle. I think whatever fielding angle I change or fielding replacement I do, definitely there's always look at him, you know, and even he makes sure that he has an eye on me.
And I can see a bond strengthening between the two of you as well. I still remember at the Wankhede Stadium after he made that phenomenal 20 runs of 4 deliveries, he came up to you and he said, give me a pat.
my back.
Tell me about that.
Till 2022, I wasn't, you know, I mean, I was always shy going up to him and, you know, talking to him. I think last year was the one where, you know, actually our families also met. We all got together and definitely we increased our bond there. And I thought it might be his last year. So I thought, you know, why not just go out there and ask whatever I want, whatever I feel, just chat around him.
Yeah.
And that's what I did last year, and I think that really built up his confidence on me, and also, you know, it created a space where we can discuss about the game even after every game we played, either we won or lost. So definitely I think it has increased over the last year, and definitely this year obviously we are having more conversations as well.
And because you spoke about freedom, Raidu, who's of course a part of the Star Experts setup here, he said that one CSK opener doesn't know what his partner's plan is going to be. That is the kind of freedom every individual is given.
Yeah, actually, that's one of our strengths. I think the culture that you know, he has said, you know, Flem has said right throughout, not having group meetings and you know, being more relied on having one-to-one chats, that definitely personally I feel it helps a lot as well. And plus I feel in meetings, you know, half the players are, you know, going around here and there thinking too many thoughts, not really into that meetings. To be really honest, it starts off with Flem's English. So, you know, who are not comfortable with his English, it's fast, it's, you know,
it's got that accent.
Yeah, he's got that accent, so not really Indian cricketers understand him. So I think that's one of the reasons why I feel the meetings are short, because he's understood that, you know, not many people are getting me. So I have to slow it down, make sure, you know, I chat one-to-one personally and make sure he understands what I say. So I think that's one of the reasons we don't have longer meetings.
But you know, when India won the World Cup in 2011, they did it for Sachin Tendulkar, is what everybody in the squad said. MS Dhoni, one last hurrah is what everybody's speaking about.
Yeah.
The 6th title is impending for the Chennai Super Kings, as you are the defending champions this year. How excited are you to be a part of this journey as a captain, wanting to do it one more time for MSD?
Well, that's the first, you know, the first thing I wanted to hear was when the remaining fixtures were announced, where the final where is going to play. I was hoping that it's going to be in Chennai, and not that I want him to retire. It's just that, you know, as a player or as a part of CSK, you want to play that big moment in front of your home atmosphere, home city, and I was eagerly waiting for it. And when it was announced, I was really happy for it. But obviously, before that, there are 14, 15, 16 long games to go with the process, and I feel it's a good motivation for all of us. I think there are 2-3 spots where, you know, we still want to work on, but as I said, still a long way to go.
Yeah, Chennai is hosting the finals, and we all hope that CSK will feature in yet another final in this IPL.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Ritu, for chatting with us, and all the very best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the captain of the Chennai Super Kings, Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Machi, எப்படி இருக்கு?
இப்ப சூப்பரா இருக்காங்க, எல்லாருமே சூப்பரா இருக்காங்க. தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் காமன்ங்க. மகாராஷ்டிராலேருந்து பல வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி சிவாஜி ராவ் கைக்வாட்னு ஒருத்தர் வந்தார். அவர் இன்னைக்கு ரஜினிகாந்த் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நம்ம எல்லாருமே கொண்டாடுறோம். ஆஃப்டர் மெனி இயர்ஸ் ஒரு ரித்துராஜ் கைக்வாட் வந்திருக்காரு. அவரையும் சென்னையினுடைய தத்து பிள்ளையா நம்ம கொண்டாடுவோமா மாட்டோமா? Now I'm going to switch back to English. We're just truly happy and so excited to have you here. We've got the young voices of the next generation that are waiting to hear from you. I'd just like to allow you to take your seat. You must have done this for maybe your heroes, and today they are celebrating their hero. How does this feel?
It feels good, obviously.
To continue talking, they listen to you.
Feels good, obviously, to be able to lead such a great franchise, and obviously, you can see the love that you get from all these people, especially Chennai people. They are always very lovely towards this CSK franchise right from the start. So definitely feels good to represent everyone, not only just the franchise but the city as well.
Fantastic. Can we all please congratulate him for his fabulous 100? The first CSK captain to ever score 100. This was your second IPL 100, but obviously super special because it came in Chennai at the Unbudden. Talk to us about it.
Well, definitely playing here at Chepauk, I feel it's always special. I was always dreaming of playing here in front of Chennai right from the days I started playing for CSK. And definitely the kind of atmosphere we have at the stadium, it's just incredible. And to go out there and to just play in front of such lovely atmosphere, lovely fans, and just want every time we go out there we just want to give something for the fans to cheer for, and definitely I think we didn't were able to win, but I think this 100 obviously personal point of view it means a lot, especially coming here in Chennai, and my first 100 as a captain.
Amazing இல்லைங்க நல்லா இருந்துச்சுல்ல அந்த 100 பார்க்கறதுக்கு எப்படிப்பா இருந்துச்சு? You know, as a child, when you're playing the game, you see your heroes, you worship them, you celebrate them. Did you ever think that you would be sitting here in this spot where so many of these people are cheering you on, Ritu?
Not really, to be honest. I'm quite surprised, quite overwhelmed as well to see huge amount of love towards me. I think not, I would say not after becoming the captain, but right from the days I started playing for CSK, especially, I can feel that amount of love coming from Chennai people, especially, and I think the support has just grown up through the years, and I feel grateful to be part of such a lovely city and lovely franchise as well.
Can you tell them about your first meeting with Mahendra Singh Dhoni? I'm sure they want to listen to it. Listen to me. கேளுங்கப்பா. இருங்க. சைலண்டா இருந்தா தானங்க கதையை கேட்க முடியும். I know that it was not in the CSK dugout or in the CSK meetings, right? It happened way back in Jharkhand. Can you tell us that story, your first meeting with MSD?
So I think I was playing my first class game for Maharashtra, and it was against Jharkhand. Obviously, he wasn't playing. He was, I think, the mentor of that side. And my first innings as a batter, I got out early, but one ball had hit me on my thumb, on my finger actually, and later on, after I got out, I went for scans, and it was fracture, and I immediately came up with the taping and all that thing. So plaster on. So after that, I was having lunch. Obviously, the play started, and it was me, just one or two few mates of my team, and he was sitting there as well. So randomly, I never even thought that he would come up to me and talk to me. So he came up to me and he asked about what happened, and how was the thumb, which gloves I was using, and how the recovery will be, then what will be coming ahead. And I was like, I mean, someone who's captain of the Indian team, and I'm just starting my journey, why would someone have so much of interest in me? So I was obviously taken a step back. And then after the match, I obviously went to take a picture with him, and he actually had written "Get well soon" on my plaster. And I remember I was about to remove the plaster. Obviously, I was in a operation room, and I was actually on anesthesia as well. So I was kept on repeating, saying to the doctor, "Please try and save that part, please try and save that part. But somehow I think he forgot in that moment. And even after that, immediately when I woke up, that was the first thing I asked, that did he manage to save that thing, because I don't want to lose that thing, especially his autograph as well, but I couldn't find it. But even back then, never really thought that I would get a chance to share a field and even captain him for that moment.
I mean, you were upset because you couldn't save that autograph, but now there are millions of photographs of the both of you together, and you share the same dressing room, so that's certainly a dream come true. நீங்க பார்த்தாச்சு, அதனால surprise element கிடையாது. Let's welcome RJ Balaji on stage. Ritu, RJ Balaji is one of the prime faces of Star Sports Tamil. And he's a man with multiple personalities, multiple talents. One of his biggest personalities is what they love. He's a hero, he's an activist, he's an expert and a commentator as well. So we just wanted him also to be a part of this entire gathering to ask you a few questions, because he's actually commentated on some of the key moments of your career. Seeing you as a young CSK player, starting off your journey in 2020 till 2024 now, where you're the captain. RJB, welcome, vanakkam, ellarkume oru vanakkam sollirunga.
Hi guys.
RJ, we're going to share some moments of Ruturaj's journey. Yeah, we're going to take you all the way back to 2020, and I'm sure all of us remember that the first 3 games, he had a total of 5 runs, 2 zeros and a 5. So obviously he was struggling, but the kind of comeback you made, because the last 3 games were 3 back-to-back 50s and 3 man of the match awards. And that told the world who Ruturaj Gaikwad is. But Rutu, 2020 started off on such a challenging note for you. You had COVID, you were sick, you missed out on a couple of games, and then you came back, you were given the opportunity. Then to perform like this, that first 50 must have given you such a huge sense of relief, no?
Definitely, with the kind of situation I was in, even I would say scoring those 20 runs was a huge relief for me at that moment. And, one thing, after that 3 failures, Maibai came up to me and said, we know about the situation you have been through, so don't really worry about it. And only one thing I was very keen on, or I would say I was manifesting on in that last 3 games, was just that one chance to bat with MS Dhoni. That's it. For that, I'll have to stay till the 15th, 16th over. Whatever possible, I'll make it happen, and I'll have to make it happen. Just one chance for him to bat with me, and I would love that moment, and I would cherish that moment. So I feel even after the 350s, I feel that's one of my favorite moments, that I was able to bat with him at that time.
And you actually recall this moment in the KKR game as well, right? Because both of you again shared a partnership stand, and he even took a single and gave you the strike. It was fabulous to see, and it was almost like we've rewound the clock as well. RJ, நீங்க இதுல வந்து commentateலாம் பண்ணீங்கல்ல இந்த match?
I was there when you made your debut for CSK on commentary. And as she said, first 3 match later didn't go well as your plan. But today to see you as CSK captain, very, very happy and proud of your journey.
Thank you.
Still a long way to go. Yeah, because you have taken over captaincy from some legacy. Like there are teams across the world, not IPL alone, where they'll have multiple captains in the same year. But here only one captain for so many years, and suddenly we see another generation rising up, and we expect a lot of great, glorious days for CSK.
Definitely.
We went to Wankhede against the Mumbai Indians. Ritu's first time captaining CSK in an El Clasico. First of all, the nerves must have been crazy. How did the young wicket-keeper perform in your opinion?
He did quite well. I feel he should be in the Indian team now. He's doing really well. He's playing some... The reason why I said young was actually the amount of practice he was doing pre-season, the amount of hard work he was putting in. And I think he was the best. He was playing the best I've ever seen since last 5 to 6 years. So I really feel he's in prime 20s. He's playing that kind of cricket right now. So definitely he's still quite young, and many more years to come for him to play.
Who absolutely loved that footage where MSD just goes up to Ritu and does this. பாத்தீங்களா இல்லையா அது? Did you expect it?
No, actually, I didn't expect it at all. I expected a handshake, but he said, no, I want a pat on my back.
Because you're the captain now, you need to give him a pat on the back after his performance. Have you ever worn a veshti, Ritu? You must have worn it for the ad shoots.
Veshti.
We'll
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
it in maybe. You worn it? Have you worn it before?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
for
shoots you would have.
Would you like to wear it again with RJ here?
Yeah,
Veshti. Remember, this is not veshti, it's lungi.
I don't know how.
Lungi is very free costume. First you have to open this house, okay? Put this. Tappu. Okay, you try. Open your house first. Inaugurate your housewarming ceremony too. Go to the house. Okay, yeah. This is formal lungi. Informal lungi is this. So that lot of air can go. It's air breathable, okay? Also get Nandumark lungi. This is another style of doing the lungi, this way.
This is when you're really lazy to wear it, but you're wearing it the right way.
Yeah.
Now that he's wearing it the right way, we have to ensure. போடுங்க சரியா போடுங்க இதை எடுத்துடலாம். Okay?
இப்போ ஏதாவது பாட்டு கிட்ட போட்டு ஆட சொல்லிட போறீங்க.
இல்ல கிடையாது. We're
Super
not going to
singer
make you
மாதிரி
dance. It's a dialogue. Okay?
When I say action, you have to do. It's a superstar Rajinikanth dialogue.
No, but you compliment with me.
Okay, you want me to
Yeah.
do dubbing also?
Yeah.
Okay. ஏ வழி
Ye vali.
தடி வழி.
Tadi vali.
Okay, let's just get them to do that in peace. In the meantime, we've got a bunch of contest winners that are coming your way. The Star Nahi Far contest has certainly taken India by storm, guys. Over 4 crore Indians have participated in the contest through the Glance Smart Lock screens and glance.com. And you can also play it every single day on glance.com. We have 6 winners, 6 lucky winners who we'll be inviting on stage. The names are as follows, and each of them will get a selfie along with the captain of the Chennai Super Kings. Richard, Naveen, Sanath, Vishnuvardhan, Saravnan, and Sanjay. Can we have a big round of applause? Come on, Power. Nalla periya kaithattal kudunga for our winners as well as our captain. Okay, we're going to get a selfie and you'll, I think, sign memorabilia as well. இது முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் we're all doing one giant selfie, okay? So I want all of you to stand up and we will get a picture here. Are you ready, everybody? Satyabama, are you all ready? Everybody cheer for Ruturaj.